Hey guys, welcome back, Lotus Petals. So, as you guys know, last week, or was it the week before, I did a review on the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Matte 24-Hour Wear Foundation. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of this stuff. In fact, I'm wearing it today mixed with a slightly darker foundation because the lady said this matches my neck, but it really doesn't, I don't think. So I had to darken it up. And even on camera, right now, my face still looks lighter than the rest of me. But I do still have that tan from the Bahamas. So that could be a big part of it. But anyways, while I was at Ulta shopping for the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation, I happened across a $10 palette and I had to buy it. And the reason I had to buy it is she spoke to me. And let me show you why she spoke to me. Is she not all sorts of fall vibes? Like, I am just feeling the fall vibes right now. She is the Essence Spice Up Your Life palette. She is $10 at Ulta. And I am all about fall vibes right now. I even have my pumpkin spice butthole latte. Oh, she's so good. But anyways, I've used this palette a few times. I have come to some conclusions about how I feel about her. You guys, I still can't get over this Glitterazzi. I just keep looking at it in the viewfinder and I really need to stop, but it's so pretty. I just still can't get over it. Like, this is one of my favorite drugstore finds right here. But that's not what we're talking about today. I'm getting sidetracked. So if you'll notice, I've got my eyebrows on. I've got the rest of my face on. Look at that highlight. Look at that highlight. Is she blinding? Sorry, squirrel. So today we're going to play with this palette. Like I said, I've already come to some conclusions about this palette. But at the end of everything, I'm going to tell you if I think this palette is worth your coin. Because, I mean, come on, $10? 16 pans? Phone going ding in the background? Coffee. How I love thee. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. We're going to do an eye look, and then we're going to zoom back out, and we're going to have a conversation about this palette. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is Vanilla Bean, and I'm going to go in with that on kind of an all-over fluffy brush, even though I've already set. Actually, we're just going to take it in the crease. Can you guys even see that on camera? I mean, what is this? Like, I am digging. Let me show you. I am like, I'm creating kickback. I am digging. And I'm getting zero payoff with that cream shade. I just want to use it for a smooth transition. I can't even speak right now, but that's all I want. I kind of wish I had my Wet n Wild creme brulee. That is a cream shade that just lays it down. Well, since I'm not getting what I want out of that. I'm going to take the same big fluffy brush and I'm going to go into Mulled Wine. And I'm going to start fluffing that into the crease. At least that one's buildable. Now this Mulled Wine, if you do like tap into it kind of hard and don't tap any excess off your brush, it does seem to have better payoff. But I was really digging into that Vanilla Bean and I wasn't getting any payoff whatsoever with that. I feel like that's a good beginning. Now let's find us a slightly denser crease brush. And I'm going to tap into Coco Loco. And I'm going to just kind of start working that into the outer half to 2/3 of the crease. Coco Loco and Mulled Wine and Vanilla Bean. I mean, these names are amazing. They truly do speak to fall. You guys, I'm holding my brush really far down. Not the ferrule. No, the handle. And that helps you just get a more blown out blend on your shadows. Now, taking an even smaller, denser crease brush. Actually, no, this one's smaller, a little fluffier. I'm going to dip into Cinnamon Rolls, which is a little bit darker. And I would say, by the looks of it, a little bit cooler than Coco Loco. Coco Loco is like a warm chocolate brown, and then Cinnamon Rolls is like a deeper, cooler brown. But you can mix, warm and cool tones to get a look you want. It's makeup. I'm going to work that into the outer V. Does anybody else have that one eye that blends out better than the other? For me, for some reason, it's this right eye. I always tend to get a better blend on it. I don't know why it is, but I do. I feel like we're losing some of that burgundy that we put in to begin with. So I'm going to grab my original brush and dip back into that Mulled Wine and bring that burgundy back in because I don't want to lose that. I like that burgundy. We got a little bit of fall out there. Just going to take a large fluffy powder brush and dust that away. You guys, I don't know what is going on with me. I've got like the cough seize. Squirrel, sorry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut a partial crease, a half crease. There we go, half cut crease. That's what I'm doing. With the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. because I'm trying to give these the best chance possible. And I feel like the best chance that I can give these shadows, because I've seen how they perform, is going to be to put them on a stark white base. Maybe that'll punch up the color intensity. I know I'm kind of giving you spoilers there. Any of my Whovians? Spoilers, darling. Yes, I'm pulling at my eye. Yes, I know it's going to cause wrinkles. I've heard it all before. I know, and I know. But you guys, I have some weird eyelids. I'm just going to take a Luxie brush and kind of blend that white base out a little bit. Because I don't want that white base to be too harsh against that crease. Something I bet you guys didn't know about me. I am slightly ambidextrous. When I was in high school, I broke a couple fingers on my left hand, and I am left-handed, during finals. And my English exam was a written essay. And it had to be handwritten. It could not be typed. So I had to learn how to write with my right hand. So now I can use my right hand for minimal things. Now I'm going to take a flat packing brush. This is a flat angled packing brush. I'm going to give it a spritz with some setting spray. And I'm going to dip into maple. Very pretty deep gold. The glitter looks a little chunky, but we're gonna see how that goes. Oh, you guys, look at this gold. Okay, I like this gold. I'm gonna dip into a little bit more of her. Oh, I just want to bathe in it. Look at that. Oh, that is stunning. I'm just going to drag that across a little bit. About halfway across the lid, leaving this little space here. You guys, this gold though, she is, see how she looks just on her own. No primer. Let's try a finger swatch of her, just because that is a slightly dampened. Oh, even that finger swatch is pretty. Ooh, I like her. Okay, I need a makeup wipe. Wipe that off my hand real quick. Don't need glitter everywhere. I am not that girl. Next, going to take all the brushes I have in this world, and I cannot find my other flat shader brush. There it is. I'm going to give it a spritz, and I'm going to dip into Party Time. Party Time looks kind of similar to Maple, just in a deep sage or thyme color, since they spelled thyme all cutesy like the herb. It is a wee bit chunky. Bring my finger in, try to blend that out. Are you guys seeing that? Like that big old chunk of eyeshadow right there? That's insane. I'm not sure if I'm feeling this green. It's just not that punch of green. Like, I would want it to be, if you're gonna be a sage colored green, don't blend into the gold as if you're a gold. Be green. Be that sage. Don't be muted. I know sage and thyme are kind of like muted greens, but you guys, I'm just not really feeling that. No, I'm not really feeling that at all. I wish it had more of that green factor to it. So I'm going to go back to my other flat shade or packing brush, and I'm going to go back into Maple, and I'm going to bring a little bit of that back into the center of the eye. Kind of take away a little bit of that Party Time, because I'm just really not feeling that shade. I'm going to take my small brush again and bring that deep brown back into the crease. Or not the crease, the outer V. Lord have mercy. If I ever learn to talk, you guys, we might get somewhere. I like that gold, but I just am not digging that green. Just not. Okay, I'm going to take a teeny tiny, I mean, like, in comparison to my other flat shader brush, this is a teeny tiny little brush. Give her a spritz. I'm going to dip into Caramelts. Which is almost the same tone as Vanilla Bean, but it's a shimmer. And I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. I do like that on the inner corner. That is really pretty. That is really pretty. Right, now I'm going to throw on some liner, some mascara. Liner of choice, as always, is my NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is my Holy Grail eyeliner. Hold your breath. Brush tip on my eyeliner pens over a felt tip. I just feel like I have more control over a brush than I do over a felt tip. We're just going to do a fat baby wing. I've learned over the years, do your bottom lash mascara before your top lashes, and you are less likely to smudge your top lash mascara. Now mind you, when your liner is as thick as mine, that's not as much of a concern. But I do loves me a good winged liner. And this is just my Holy Grail lower lash mascara. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Length. They have now come out with the skinny eyeliner, and I want to try that for my lower lash line, but as of right now, I'm really loving that one. I don't want my lashes to be the focus here, so I'm just going in with the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. This is nothing to write home about. It is just a decent mascara. I don't feel like it really does much for them. Just makes them black. And that's what I'm going for. Just making them black right now. Then, to finish off the look, I'm going to take a dense little pencil brush. I'm going to dip into wild pepper. It's kind of a sparkly maroon, and I'm going to run that under on my lower lash line right there and connect it to that wing. I'm not going to bring it all the way in because I don't want to close off my eye. A small-ish brush, I'm going to dip into mulled wine, and I'm going to kind of smoke that out a little bit. Alright, now we're going to zoom out and we're going to have a chat. So this is the completed look with the palette. You know, it looks decent. And I've done some really cute looks with the palette. I did one where I looked like fall leaves. I actually think I did that in the, my husband does my voiceover video, and that is actually up on the channel. I'll link that right up here in the cards. That look was done with this palette. There are some standout stellar shadows in this palette. I cannot deny that, and I would not deny Essence that. I think they've done really well with this palette. There are a couple of shadows in here that aren't that great, you guys, and I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that they are, because that's not who I am. I'm going to give you an honest review. Party Time, not the greatest. I mean, if you like a muted sage green, it's wonderful. If you want a sage green that looks like a sage green, like, and you can tell that's a sage green, this is not the green. I actually, the last time I wore this, and wanted to use the sage green. I actually pumped it up a little bit with a green shadow that I got in an Ipsy bag. That way it would be a little more pop. The gold, that maple, oh my god, you guys, I'm in love. Cinemelts, the one I used in the inner corner, fantastic. The mattes are actually really good. It can get a little muddy, so be careful about over blending. But overall, I really do enjoy this palette, and I think it is definitely worth $10. They have a couple of other palettes in the same format. I'm assuming it's the same formulas. I am not entirely sure, but I do want to go pick those up and try those out. So, thanks for being here today, guys. I love you as always. I'll see you next time. If you liked what you saw here, like the video, subscribe, click the notification bell. That way you get notified every time I post a video or Christopher posts a video. And it's free. Free entertainment. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.